The funny thing about charisma is that it's actually quite easy to achieve. Society is already pretty much set up perfectly for everyone to become charismatic at a young age. I mean, for the first 15-20 years of your life, you're literally forced to be in a little building, a little incubator, with hundreds of other high-energy, talkative kids the same age as you, from the same town. It's probably the best possible place you could go to develop social skills and humor and personality traits. You know, the stuff that makes you charismatic when you're older. And you get so much time to do it. There's no possible way we as a society could mess this place up. Like, you would have to go out of your way to actively discourage people from talking, laughing, experimenting, playing, making jokes, having energy, moving around, singing, dancing, being funny, being loud, being confident, being creative. Oh, I get it now. Now it makes sense. Okay, never mind. Let's just get one thing out of the way. The reality of charismatic people is that they're not born with it. You and everyone else are supposed to develop it through social interaction, preferably at a young age from just getting lots and lots of actual social experience. And that's why the young children who grow up to become the most charismatic are often the rule breakers, the talkers, the jokesters, the class clowns, and the loudest and most expressive people. Not because breaking rules and being annoying and loud has anything to do with charisma, but because those people, whether it's a good thing or not, don't think a lot before they decide to say things, and they're willing to take a few punishments at school if it means they get to practice speaking their mind and being authentic. It's definitely possible to be well behaved and polite and still develop charisma. There are plenty of people who do it, and for me at least, it's pretty easy to spot a person like that in real life, because as soon as you meet them and you have one or two interactions with them, not only do you like them, but you can feel them using their social wizard tactics on you. But you can't even be mad, because they do it so naturally that you don't even realize it until later. Like, they come up to you and they ask you for some moderate favor. Like, hey, insert your name here, can you help me carry this pressure washer to my car? It's expensive and I don't want to drop it. And then you, of course, gladly do it without immediately realizing that 1, they said your name to make you feel important, 2, they smiled at you to make you feel appreciated, 3, they didn't ask for just anyone's help, they asked for you specifically to make you feel important. 4, they didn't say, can you carry this pressure washer? They said, can you help me carry this pressure washer? Just to really emphasize that they need your help. 5, they specified that it's expensive, implying that they trust you with expensive stuff, which makes you feel responsible. And 6, as a bonus, to get the biggest social bang for their buck, they'll specifically go out of their way to ask someone who really cares about feeling strong to carry the pressure washer, just to make them feel good. Sometimes this means asking the weakest person in the room to carry the pressure washer, just to make them feel strong and capable. Or sometimes this could mean asking the strongest person in the room to carry the pressure washer, because you know it's been a while since anyone's asked them how much they bench press, and you can tell they're feeling a little bit underappreciated. So you ask them to carry something heavy so that they'll feel good about their one special skill being put to good use. Do you notice how behind each and every one of these layers is a positive intention to make the other person feel good? Because it's not a coincidence. That is pretty much what charisma is. Most people don't even remember what you say or do, they remember how you made them feel. So instead of going into conversations and thinking, what can I get out of this person? Or instead of thinking, how do I get this person to like me? Just think, how can I make this person feel good? And how can I avoid making this person feel bad? Now, this comes with a very important disclaimer, but before we get to that, let me show you a new tool you could use to learn social skills faster, which is Shortform, who were kind enough to sponsor this video. You'll probably recognize what I'm staring at right now. These are all the most popular books on social skills and communication, the ones everyone wants to read. The 48 Laws of Power, How to Win Friends and Influence People, How to Become a People Magnet. There's basically a book for every social skill. Most people, including me, say we're gonna read all these books, but then time gets in the way, other hobbies get in the way, and then you just end up having a massive collection of books you never read. Shortform is the easy solution. You see 48 Laws of Power here, you can just click on it, and then you get a chapter by chapter detailed breakdown, and it's short, it's concise, it's professional. You can take notes, you can highlight, and they even have an app so you can just pull out your phone and start reading and learning anywhere. And it's not just books about charisma and social skills. They have books on everything: business, productivity, life, psychology. I mean, nowadays I just treat it like a convenient library, and so can you. if you're watching this, you can actually get 5 days free and 20% off by using this link right here, shortform.com/easyactually. I'll put it in the description, so definitely go and check that out. Now, back to my very important disclaimer. Do not take it to mean that you should spam compliments and start kissing up to everyone, including your close friends, because that is very obviously fake, and people can easily tell when you're kissing up to them. Across every single source I've found, being fake, not being authentic, saying things you clearly don't mean, will tank your charisma downward. People won't trust you. So here's my advice. Number 1, give genuine compliments. You don't really have to try that hard to do this. Normally, if you look at people and listen to people for long enough, you will notice something that you genuinely like about them. It happens naturally, all the time, without you even trying. But the problem is, most people think of compliments and then get scared and bottle them up. You, on the other hand, just have to say them out loud. That's the only difference. That's all you have to do. Just take the compliments you're already thinking of and say them out loud. Okay, maybe not that one. Maybe not that one either. Okay, just forget I said anything. Number 2, know how to banter. Banter is a thing British people say, and Google defines it as playful and friendly exchange of teasing remarks. If you're close with someone, you should banter with them from time to time, because it shows them you're willing to be yourself around them. They know they can trust you. If your friends never banter with you ever, and they're just constantly polite to you, you end up feeling kind of distant, like you're missing out on that one last bit of authentic connection. That's fine if you just want people to like you and respect you, but to be charismatic, to really get people to want to be around you, you can't just be a polite background NPC. That's one reason why you have a much harder time making friends as an adult. Everyone standing around the coffee machine, making boring small talk, exchanging safe compliments, trying not to say anything that could potentially be interpreted as an insult. So how's work going? Good. How about yourself? Not too bad, just tired. Stopping by for a coffee. That's cool. I'm also here for a coffee. Wow. Guess we're coffee buddies now. Yes we are. So what's your favorite coffee? I usually just get an Americano with some creamer in it. You too? No, I actually keep some packets of Colombian dark roast under my desk. Oh, okay, Pablo Escobar. Get him. But banter is important. It shows people you're willing to be actual friends with them, that you both can relax around each other. It makes them feel like they can trust you. That said, you can't just start insulting people. Banter has to be amusing to both people in the conversation, which is why banter is easier when you're close friends with someone and you already know what they find funny. But even if you don't know someone that well yet, you can still use it. It'll just depend on the context and the conversation topic. Here are some things you can joke about. First, stuff that you know the other person won't get mad about, like maybe their favorite sports team or how slow they drive, something that they can laugh about. Or you can make a joke about their strengths. You can also make a joke that's so obviously not true that everyone knows you're just playing around. So I just got my license. How's my driving? Oh, you're driving? You're going so far below the speed limit, I didn't even know we were moving yet. Shut up. That stuff's obviously banter. That's the kind of thing friends say to each other. But if you're singling one person out and just insulting them to make other people laugh, or to make yourself look smart, or because the joke feels too good to pass up, that's not banter. It's just being mean. We all know how it feels. Someone says something and a really clever insult pops into your head. This sick burn. Everyone's gonna be rolling on the floor at this. And then you say it. But then you realize it was kind of harsh and it wasn't as good as it sounded in your head and it wasn't funny and no one laughed. You hear that? That's your social credit going down in real time. Anyway, let's talk about another part of charisma that no one ever talks about. Going above and beyond. Giving compliments to people is nice, but anyone can do that. If you really want to stand out, ask people about their interests and listen to them talk. People like to talk mostly about two things: themselves and their interests. All you have to do is just listen and don't get distracted and keep asking questions. Try not to fake it. Actually be genuinely interested in what they have to say and they'll like you more. Sure, it takes time and it takes effort, but that's what it takes to have good charisma. If you really want to take this to the next level and really make someone feel good, you can mention one of their accomplishments that you know they're proud of. Like maybe they have a hidden talent that they never get to show off, or they did something cool but never get to brag about it. People like when you mention those things in a group setting. But besides that, here is what I think is the biggest and most effective way to make someone feel good, which most people miss. and that's to speak with your actions instead of your words. Get them a gift. Ask them for help with something, like that one pressure washer example. Do something kind for them. Invite them to something fun. Ask them to hang out. You want to get them to think, wow, really? You would do that for me? If you can regularly get people to feel like that, that is true charisma. Speaking of favors, I'm collecting donations in the form of subscribes to fund the next video.